Okay, everybody, we are here. We are live, and let's see if anybody can hear everybody. Go ahead. Go ahead. We'll just go ahead and each one of y'all say something real quick. This is just a test. No. Oh, okay. Hold on. I know why it's. Boom. Okay, now try.
Hello, 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 hello.
Okay, I hear you, Rattle. Boss.
Yes, water.
Okay, we hear boss. Boss.
Sure.
All right. All right. Here we go.
Unique New York. Unique New York.
All right, here we go. Let's work on the intro right here. Ready, set. No. There we go. Okay, here we go. All right. Can you hear that dog? No. My neighbor's
You
dog.
mean me?
No. Okay.
I only hear the dog that is in me.
Okay. Welcome, Nosso. Welcome, Serious Moonlight. All right, so.
Whoa, serious moonlight! Wow.
Oh, that guy's, I'm amazing. I'm amazing. Hold on, let's see. Wait, can I do that? How do you do that?
We're in the issue number 0. We're in the origin story. We're in the beta pre-release.
That's right.
We are in the trashy prequel.
We already got a mod.
That's right. Oh, dang. Already do.
Blue Boy's already showing up. What I say?
Dang. All right, let's see.
Or I smell bacon.
Boom. All right, so here we go. Let's give it a once and go. We'll do an introduction, I guess, a small one, and then we'll just jump into our topic of the week. I guess we'll talk about Elden Ring.
I'm at the top of my game.
That's right. Boss, can you say something real quick? I want to make sure your levels are good.
Water.
Hold on. Since we never did a practice recording. All right, go again,
Never
please.
did.
I've been promoted.
Yeah. All right, boss, talk
My
again.
card was pulled.
You are now one of my elite employees.
You're a valued employee. Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Welcome back. That's the first episode. Welcome everybody to welcome everybody to the first episode, the ground floor of a new podcast with members of the Golden Inquisition, right? Y'all both consider yourself
Here.
one? Yeah, okay. Members of the Golden Inquisition, we have Serious Moonlight, aka the Rattle, and Boss Saucer, aka Boss Saucer, or just Boss. And you have me, the Golden Inquisitor. You may know me from such places as the Golden Inquisitor. So yeah, so go ahead, Rattle.
Go ahead, Rattle.
Yeah,
Wait,
go ahead, Rattle.
All right.
Say hello.
Howdy. Hello. Hi. Pleasure to be here. This is a lot of fun, and I'm nervous. So, yeah, let's get it. I'm here for the action.
Boss, what you got?
Well, apart from my greetings of our viewers, I'm nervous just like Rattle, but I can imagine everyone in their underpants, so I don't need to be that nervous.
That's right.
But yeah, let's see how it goes.
Oh, Annie Nikapu. Boom. She made it. Welcome. Welcome, Nostal. Welcome, Serious Moonlight. Welcome, the Golden Inquisitor. I don't see Boss, though. I guess he decided not to show up.
No, I'm not. Yep.
All right.
I'm not here.
All right, so this is the first episode. Like everybody who listens now and listens into the future, we are, on the ground floor of something great, something amazing, something that's going to probably change the Elden Ring community if America is with us, and I hope that she's with us. It's going to be a roundtable discussion about Elden Ring and perhaps other Souls-like games and maybe other topics as well. Eventually, we are also going to be doing a question of the week, but it's going to be in a different sense than what the question of the week for the Inquisition is for the open mic Saturdays. This question of the week, I think what we discussed was going to be a question for us, the tribunal, to discuss, and eventually we want to take, I guess, Discord phone calls or phone calls, period, and listen to the viewers as as the show progresses, and also eventually we will have a rotating fourth person occasionally, so to keep things mixed up and fresh and new, and to bring in some new ideas, because eventually, I'm just gonna get old, and Rattle's gonna be brand new all the time, and Boss is gonna be a fantastic person all the time. But I think it'd be
Absolutely.
fresh. What do y'all think?
I think it's a great idea. I think we should hop in there. I mean, sorry, pardon me. Everybody in this Inquisition server really has some really cool ideas, and they're all really, really different. And that's the idea. Kind of toss this stuff around.
Right. I think so too. This being the first episode, we're just trying to get the feel for the flow of the episode and how to speak, when to speak, and stuff like that. So if it seems kind of awkward, give us some grace, por favor, because this podcast is going to be muy rico, que rico. It'll be, and that's German for so good.
Ay, ay, ay. It's gonna be some good stuff. Personally, I
think
like the
that was
idea
French.
of the. Personally, I like the idea of on, say, the call-in show that you do on your channel. The people listening will be able to hop in and answer your question of the week. I personally really like the idea of chat putting forth a question of the week for us and kind of creating this loop, this circle of friendship, of bonds, of bondstones.
Of discussion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nossel says, "My theories are better than yours. No grace, no maidens."
It's true.
Man, you know what?
Can't
it's
argue
true.
with that.
None of us have maidens. Nobody in the golden. That's what you have to be a golden inquisitor. You have to be maidenless, so you can focus on the lore. Right?
It's like nuns, but ripped dudes. Wait.
I mean,
Wait a second.
aren't monks a thing?
Monks.
I don't
yes.
know, man.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So
I'm not a scientist. I don't know these things.
So let me ask y'all both a little question. So eventually the listeners who listen in the future, because in my experience as a streamer, you get most of your views and listens after the stream, right? Which is good because people like to listen while they're doing homework or falling asleep, stuff like that. Non-rip none, says Nossel. But so let me ask y'all this, and whichever one of y'all wants to start first. But let me ask you this question: what brought you to Elden Ring, and what makes you stay?
Boss, you can go right ahead.
Oh,
Annie
sure.
Nick Kapoo
Well,
says Inquisitors are mostly monks for real. Yes. Go ahead, Bob.
Hot
Sorry.
monk.
was that a compliment or an insult?
I think it was a compliment. Everything Annie Nick Kapoo says is a compliment. Whether
Of course.
she
Monks
tries,
with
yeah.
abs glistening in the moonlight.
My triceps are bulging.
My adenoids.
Infection. Anyway, sorry, boss. Go ahead.
Oh no, don't worry. Well, my fascination for Elden Ring just comes from my love from Dark Souls, and we can go far back to my birth, but I don't think we can go that far back. So I will just say that I like fantasy and stories, and when I don't know those stories, I like it more. So I try to guess the stories. But Miyazaki already did the job for me. So he already put an incomplete story for me to guess. So he and we have a understanding. So that's why I like it. That's why I like it here.
Okay. What about you, Rattle? Oh, Rattle, what would you want to be called? Since the first episode, do you want to be called Serious Moonlight, or would you want to be called Rattle?
Rattle's fine. It really doesn't matter. I mean, nobody watches my channel anyway.
Don't
so
don't
it
lie.
doesn't even really
Don't
matter.
lie. You have you're in the top 5 of all the content creators when it comes to Elden
Well,
Ring.
I'm brand new. I'm a lore baby and a lore daddy at the same time.
Oh shit.
I'd say Rattle's fine. I mean, that's what my friends call me. That's what y'all call me, and y'all my friends. So I'm
Friends.
okay with that.
Yeah. Okay,
I
Rattle.
mean, I don't know. Call me what you want. Just don't call me for fronts, bro.
What?
That's
Okay.
pretty much it. Ay. So I don't have an understanding with Miyazaki. He won't return my text. So, bosses, I can't match boss on that. But I'm here because I liked Dark Souls 3 and I love Bloodborne. That's my favorite one. But honestly, I didn't come into these games until like a little bit later, like till like Dark Souls 3 really came out, was already out for a little while. And just because I never really got into like fantasy stuff, like dragons and swords and stuff. Like I live in a world with like cell phones and Teslas, so like why would I want to have sword and walking around problems? But then I found out that the stories were so. Now I found out that the stories are, I don't know. It's a puzzle in itself. Like I don't know. This might sound like blasphemous, but I don't really care much about builds. I'm already a quality build IRL, so it's like there's nothing that the Tarnish can really I can't really truly express myself in game with my prowess and unbridled power. But I could walk around and just have no enemies and just look at the stuff and try and piece this story together. But I'm also going to contradict myself and say that like the bosses, how each game seems to be kind of like a showcase of these crazy wild looking creatures and bosses and music, and I think end of the day, it's in each game you could just feel the love that's been put into it, and that's a little tough to find nowadays.
I think you're right. It is really hard to find what Elden Ring brings to the gaming community, because I've tried to play other games since I've sunk my teeth into Elden Ring, and I just find myself profoundly profoundly dissatisfied. You know what I'm saying? It's
It's true. Miyazaki knows his shit.
he really does. He really does. Okay. So, Rado, you have a YouTube channel. Boss, you have a TikTok channel.
Oh no, I don't have anything.
It's
a lie, guys.
It's a lie.
Yeah,
Come
you
on.
do.
I'm subbed on that. I watch your stuff.
It's not true. It's not true.
What is your overall goal? What is the hope of your creations on there? Do you hope to change the landscape of the community? Do you hope to bring something new to the community? And yeah, let me know. One of y'all. Boss, you first.
Well, I'm not intending to do anything because I don't have any channel nor any influence. I just been seeing lore videos since many years ago, since Batty, and Smogtown. And basically, the only people that was at the mercy of my theories were my friends, and they would just nod into contentment because they would not want to invoke my wrath trying to go against me. But then I found this little channel called Golden Inquisitor, and I just said, well, I guess I can talk to other humans about it, and here we are.
Other humans.
I'm glad I'm a human
The
too.
goats
Bro.
were getting bored.
yes, Annie Nipiku. He does have a TikTok. It's called Boss Saucer on
No,
TikTok.
I don't have anything.
Did you delete it?
No, I haven't. What?
Oh,
What TikTok?
I mean,
What?
I got you. I got you to admit. What about you, Rattle? What do you hope to bring to the?
What about me?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I kind of already achieved like what I really wanted to do. I really just wanted to jump in. I've been watching like Dark Souls stuff and Bloodborne stuff. I started with Bloodborne a while ago, and when I saw videos before I ever even played a game, and that's what kind of brought me to it was the idea that you had to find stuff and piece this stuff together. I think there was some video by one of the OGs, maybe the Silvermont or
Silvermont. Hell
what's
yeah.
that other feller? I'm a little nervous, so I can't remember his name. I'm gonna be so angry when the show's over and like all my memories return. But
We'll go back and superimpose your voice as you say their name. Golden Inquisitor. Go ahead.
Right. Sure, for sure. I think they were talking about the cathedral in Dark Souls 3, Cathedral of the Deep, and how there were blankets thrown over statues of a previous deity that was worshipped there. And they were making a point about, this kind of, I'm not sure if it's the correct word, but like iconoclasm, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where a new regime has moved in and has covered up the old stuff, like pretty literally. And that just intrigued me so much about how the background, like the actual setting, this is like a painting you can walk around in, and what they're trying to say with stuff. So anyways, I just really always admired people that make lore videos. We got a couple people in the chat right now that make stuff that I've been watching for a while, and I just always thought it was like hella brave, and I just wanted to jump in, and the idea was to be able to maybe meet people that also liked what I liked, and I understand what they say when they say it, and they understand what I say when I say it, and like that's already happened. So I'm just in bonus round from like this point on, man. And I just want to contribute.
Amazing. And I think you will. I think both of you will, because I've watched y'all since we've met, right? And both of you come to the lore with fascinating, takes and interpretations of what is already, established by larger communities or whatever, that in my opinion we're always wrong. And I don't think we should ever take ideas from just one person and just make it gospel. In my opinion, I think that's the wrong way, and I don't think the wrong way to do it. And I also think that Miyazaki, that was not his intention for everything to be, alchemy, everything to be ancient religions and stuff like that. And they sure they did pull a lot of things from a lot of inspiration from a lot of places, but to think that it's a one for one, I like I've said on my channel, I just don't agree that it is. All right, so now that we got the introductions out of the way, and we learned who Rattle, Boss, and me are.
Well, you didn't answer the question.
Of course I did. I did, in my heart.
Oh, so okay, cool. All right, we'll turn volume up on your heart so we can hear it.
Oh,
excellent,
amazing! Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
The point of what makes me stay in Elden Ring? Why did I start Elden Ring? Because I had nothing else to do, and that's the truth. I have a really close friend, one of my best friends actually, Calistral. We started Elden Ring because I was bored with Final Fantasy 14 and just burned out, and I wanted something else to play. And I had bought Elden Ring before day one and put it down because it felt like Dark Souls 3 to me, and I was like, I've already played this game. A year later, or 18 months or so later, I picked it up again and I played it, and I haven't put it down. It's, I put 3,000 hours into the game now, and it's still fascinating to me. There's always something new to see and something new to find and to examine. Now, there's not so many new hidden areas like there was back in the day, but the details is what gets me, and what makes me stay in this game is the details and the interpretations and the different views of the game and from different people. And
You know, that. Oh shoot!
go ahead.
Sorry, but
No.
I guess that's first episode woes right there, figuring each other out.
No, you're fine.
I was just gonna chime in, and I apologize for cutting you off, my man. But that was one thing too. Like when the game first came out, it's not like I didn't like it, but I was just so into Bloodborne and so into Dark Souls 3, and those games still haven't. Well, I mean, people may disagree, and Bloodborne is kind of more in front of you, but those games still haven't been completely figured out. And when Elden Ring first came out, I played through it and everything, and was just more interested, I guess, because I have more ground in the information with those other two games, Sekiro as well. But the more I played Elden Ring, and then honestly, the more lore creators that put stuff out that just bring up things you never seen before. The story is so deep, at least in my broken mind, that it's really kind of become almost my favorite. My favorite as far as like doing this like puzzle box thing that we're doing with trying to figure out this story, because I don't know, it just seems like it's way deeper than what anybody could really extrapolate as to the story. Like the surface level playthrough story. There's just a lot more going on. There's so much detail.
Exactly. And let's see, what was my other question? What do I hope to do with my channel? My channel is the Golden Inquisitor. And what I hope to do with it is to one of my secret desires, if I have any, is to make lore videos that aren't slow and get to the point. That is my goal. I don't want to be. I don't read to people. I won't read to people. That's another. I won't ever do that. And I will talk to people like just having a conversation. And I understand a lot of people, and I do. I get messages, and sometimes in the comments, write a script, do this, do that. No, never. Now,
People
if it's
say that.
Yeah, yeah. I get the Elden Ring community stuff, but I never bring it up because I just blow it off. It doesn't matter to me because I'll never do it. But for instance, if you or boss ever asked me to make a video with y'all and stuff like that, sure, I'll do it for that because that's the way you do it. And I'm not gonna shit on the way you do it just because I don't do it for my channel, right? I'll do it out of respect for you, the both of y'all. But when it comes to my stuff, I'll just say what I say, and sometimes it connects with people and sometimes it doesn't. But apparently it has, because the Golden Inquisition has is blown up out of nowhere. And
Hey, there's some really good people in there, by the way. I'm gonna just interrupt him again and just say, anybody watching this in the future, if you're not in the Discord, you should get in there. The people are really super nice. They want to hear everybody out.
Right. And there's no judgment or anything. Sure, we analyze and we peer review everything, but it's never done with malintent or to make you feel, dumb.
It's constructive.
Yeah.
It's part of the process. It's not people trying to win the conversation.
And that's the way I felt like the way Reddit was. Reddit was always seemed to be that way, and some other Discords too. And I was just like, nah. And I also had, other reasons to start streaming. But when I started streaming, that was one of the main goals too. There's like 5 of them, but we won't get into that because they're not Elden Ring related.
My main goal.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's who I am. That's the way I see things. So also, let's see, for being the first episode, what would y'all like to discuss?
Oh, dead air. I guess I'll hop in there. All right. Excellent. Terrific. Well, man, that's such a broad topic, and I would guess to keep it something nice and general, so that people can really scream at their phones, can really be pissed at us, I suppose, and maybe just get some experience with talking with each other on microphone live, because it's this is the first time I've ever live streamed anything. I've done your call-in show. You're the first Elden Ring streamer I've ever interacted with, or real Discord I've ever interacted with. So all this is a completely new thing.
Amazing.
So yeah, I'm really would like to get some XP in that level up, and maybe we can
that's
throw
what
around
these,
just a general
yeah,
topic.
and that's what these first episodes are going to be. Just getting into the groove of it. It takes about 5 to 10 episodes, and then we'll have it down.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna thank people in advance for their patience, for sure. At least with me.
A majority of the viewers won't even hear these first episodes. I guarantee it. It'll be later on. It'll be later on.
I hope so.
But
okay, well here
what do you have?
I have a question. How about this? Just a general question. I threw this at you guys a couple days ago, just for something.
Okay.
What do you think Elden Ring is about? Like, if you could like break it down into like one overarching topic or thesis, or
Gonna
I
be
don't
a
know,
hard
some other
one.
smart word.
What is
Is
Elden
that
Ring
tough
about?
one? Too tough?
No,
No,
it's
don't
an easy
worry.
one. I already
I
have
like
an
it.
answer. I already have it. It's the same thing that I've been saying for months now. Elden Ring, at its core, is a failed human rebellion against alien tyranny. At its core, that's what this game, its story is about. That's exactly what it's about, because we have all the outer gods, the extraterrestrials, all the dimensional beings coming to Elden Earth, and we have all the people or the main characters in some ancient civilizations that are fighting and failing to free Elden Earth from these extra-dimensional beings. For instance, you have the Nox, you have Bale, you have Ronnie, you have Marika, you have Rykard. You have all these people. You have Radon. They're all fighting against these extraterrestrials, trying to slow them down, prevent them from coming, trying to kill their gods, trying to do anything they can to free themselves. And that's all I see every time I turn on the game. And when I realize that, I love this game even more. That's my answer.
And they're all aliens?
All aliens, all extraterrestrials.
All aliens.
All aliens all the time, man. MIB.
Illegal ones.
Yeah. Illegal ones. Yes, they're all illegal. They weren't welcome. I'm telling you, that's exactly what I see at its core. Sure, there's romances and stuff, but at its core, it's a failed rebellion against aliens.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have aliens without romance.
Exactly.
Wait. So everything we're going through is just kind of like we're a character in the middle of an invasion, a conflict between different.
No, the invasion's
aliens?
already over. The invasion's already over. The conflict's already over. They failed, because the reason we know that they failed is because the Erd Tree is still alive. The greater will is still, doing things. The two fingers are still doing things. There's still small pockets of resistance, but they're not doing anything really. They failed. What we see throughout the lands between is a battle throughout the centuries of this failed rebellions. And
Okay.
it's to me that's just a tragic story, and it's quite amazing, I think.
Can I ask you a question about that?
Ask me.
So they talk about stars a lot, and so when we're talking about aliens, obviously I'm thinking about out in the universe, the space, the final frontier, all that jazz. I don't know how people feel about Night Rain and how all that programs into Elden Ring itself, at least as far as story, but it's only one facet that I touch on, is that when you get to that ending, I mean, spoiler alert, you see, well, here, I'll try and keep it as unspoily as possible, because I'm really bad at that game, so it took me forever to even get there. So,
You're
there may be
good.
some people that still haven't. Yeah, boss actually helped me get there for sure. But we see something walking through a bunch of water. Okay, like just this vast
Water.
ocean, and yes, sir. And the lands between is just like this little island type of thing. They make it just look like this little diorama of a place. Um, is that like a visual representation to you of, say, like the cosmos, or are we just on this like continent surrounded by nothing but water, and then these other things are coming from space? Is that too weird of a question? I'm trying to like
No, I understand
word
what
it
you mean.
in an interesting way.
So the ending of Night Rain, right? Everybody's seen it. The game's been out for over a year now. It's already got one DLC, so it's okay if there's no such thing as spoilers in 26. Um, but what we see there, in my opinion, isn't like an alien force or anything like that. I think that's more of a nod to say that what happened in Night Rain does not affect the base game, right? The vanilla game. But as for your second part of your question, I think you were talking about, is the continent just surrounded by water or something like that, right? I
Yeah,
don't
like is that more of like a visual representation of, Le Cosmos?
no, I don't think so. The let's see. Yeah. No, I don't think so. It is the no, because Elden Earth is so much bigger than what we see in game. Now, if you like stand at the edges of the ocean and stuff, you can see land masses across, but you know, throughout, if you comb through the lore, it talks about other lands, especially in Night Rain. And Rykard met Tanith and brought her to the lands between because he met her on a diplomatic mission or something outside the lands between.
Oh, yeah, talking about like lands of reeds and stuff like that.
Yeah. So the world is much bigger. And so, but I think the lands between is like, well, what is it? It's kind of like Avalon in the King Arthur stories. Avalon, the secret land that was shrouded in fog and such things. And King Arthur went there to go, survive his mortal wounds or something like that.
Right.
But I think it's more like that, in my opinion.
Yeah. Maybe like an expanded planet or whatever it is exists. It's kind of like how you bring up the whole Avalon thing. Like maybe we just know what we need to know because in the story that's really all that matters.
Right.
They,
I mean,
they talk about other places, but it's like, does that really equate into what needs to be known?
right. And yeah, not when it comes to the game, because you can't make a whole planet game, right? That's another game. That's called Planets or something like that.
No
Planet
Man's
Side.
Sky did it with a bunch of planets.
Oh Jesus. Okay, yeah, I guess you're right.
I'm sorry. That was awful.
But
My bad.
that's an awful game though. But I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
but yeah, the world is much bigger than what the base game tells us about, and it does tell us things, and Night Rain does too. We got the Pinion folk, we got other lands, we got the Badlands, land of reeds, and there's other civilizations out there, and things like that. I mean, even like what was it? No, what's that archer's name in Night Rain?
Iron Eye.
Iron Eye, right? He's a person that lives in
Those
death.
who live in death.
Yeah, he's one of those, right? And in his remembrance, it talks about that there's a place that they made for themselves. They have their like a kingdom or a village or somewhere where they've cut out their own place in the world for them to exist. And so that makes them even more, that makes the world much more complicated too. And it's just the whole world is just complicated. And I think just to think that it's just this landmass in this magical realm or whatever, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's what Miyazaki or George R. R. Martin had intended for us to even think about. Because like outside the lands between, there's churches, the churches of the two fingers, and the churches of the two fingers have confessors, they have maidens, they have this whole structure for their clergy and for their congregations and stuff like that. And it's
That's
amazing.
true. That's true.
And it's just all of it. People are just, they skim over it completely, or don't, and are, I guess maybe they're afraid to expand on what it could mean. But I mean, if you say alchemy, oh, everybody knows everything now. You know what I mean? It's just
Oh
like, well,
man, I
but
got alchemy fatigue for real.
yeah, for real. So do I. Yeah. So that's my answer. That's my answer to the question.
Aliens.
Aliens.
Got it.
Well, welcome, Pharaohs. How you doing, man? Yeah. Let's see. Pharaoh
Hola,
says.
Farro.
Pharaoh says Pluto is a planet in the Elden Ring universe. Is it?
Is it?
It's just a planetoid IRL.
But if Pluto is a planet in Elden Ring, wouldn't be the other planets as well? Why
Um,
Pluto only?
I don't.
I agree with Pharaohs on
Good
that
question.
though. Like
Good
like
question.
the sleepy face on alchemy. I don't know, man. I just
Yep.
you know what? I'm not gonna open that bag of Badgers. Actually,
You know
I'm
what?
just
We're gonna
Not
open
leave
it.
that
today.
there.
Not today.
Okay,
Yeah.
boss, go ahead. Boss, go ahead. It's your turn. Your turn, boss.
The question was how I looked Elden Ring. Was
No.
the question? No.
No.
It was
And you asked me
it
again.
was what do you think Elden Ring is about?
Oh, okay.
Like
Well,
what's the story about? Like what's the hook?
I can only answer this from my subjective opinion. I'm not a Miyazaki nor George. Sadly, I'm poor, not rich like them.
I am George Miyazaki, and I know it
Yeah.
all.
Michael Martin. Uh, well, the story is about, for me, it's stagnation, change, and how the natural flow of the world is like water, ever changing. Because we have
Right.
rebellions, like Inquisitor said, like the aliens coming to the lands between, and we have conflict between everyone here. Everyone wants to. What was the word? Like trying to push their age. How death works. How they make it. How they prepare their death. How they transition to the next stage of death and life. So to make it easier is about how everything flows would be the best description, like the quickest one. It's like how death, life, conflict, and resolution, how the world itself flows, and obviously the water. But yeah,
Obviously the water.
that's my vision. I
For
could be
folks that
wrong. But yeah, it's how things move and change and not change.
for
Hmm.
folks
That's my
that aren't in
vision.
the Discord yet, but will have the pleasure of meeting them in the future, hopefully. Boss has a whole character, has a whole thesis, has a like he could probably teach 401 level classes at a
No much,
university
no
about
much.
water. That's kind
Nah,
of your whole
bro.
deal, ain't it?
It's my brand, but I'm pretty sure I'm not the best one.
You are the best one. And let me tell you why you're the best
You're
one.
the
I'm
best
gonna
in
blow
my
some
heart,
smoke
buddy.
up your ass because of this. Man, I never thought about spirits in the water or water in this game for being a a a vehicle for spirit manipulation. Not manipulation, but moving. You know, it's so intriguing. And I don't even fully understand how you even figured that out, or how it really
I don't
works.
know myself. A lightning struck my head one day.
It,
I
But
don't
yeah,
I don't
water
see
is
it
really important here.
right, and I'll agree with you there. I never really saw water being like to the extent that you see it as, but I mean that doesn't mean your opinion is any less valuable at all,
Oh yeah, of course.
or that I'm not. I think where you and I first started talking a lot about it was I share your idea with the importance of water in the story itself. A lot of it is if you recall playing Bloodborne when you're finding those notes in, I think it's Research Hall or Yeah, I believe it was there. And they have a quote that, what if the cosmos is really just right above our heads? And I'm saying that note wrong, but I don't speak yay old English like that.
Yay, old
But
English.
Yeah.
I'm not Harry Potter.
Oh
But
shit.
it says something like, what if the cosmos were directly above our heads? And I always interpreted that as, space starts where the ground stops.
Uh,
And there are things that we can't see, and like there are aliens, but may not be within the realms of what we can perceive, like what our bodies are equipped to see, to smell, to
Uh,
touch, like within our senses.
I fully agree.
And to tie
And my
that
quote,
into
yeah, and my quote would be, "What if the water is above us?" But we don't need to make it here.
well, you just did, but
Just
that's okay.
yeah, yeah.
I
Just
just,
give me a second later,
I
and I
feel
will
like that's just
rip
how
the ears
the
off.
ethereal realm works. Would be,
Yep.
like we have water that's actually on the lands between. I almost said on the planet because of all the alien talk, but we have the physical water that we all know and love.
Yep.
But I think maybe what we can't see, like I hate to use the word dimensions because that sends like people into
Sounds
all kinds of
easy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but beyond the ways that we move, see, smell, and touch, maybe those realms kind of behave in the same kind of way. And what gets me, brings me to that conclusion is stuff like the jellyfish, for instance, like the spirit jellyfish,
uh,
how we are confirming that they are. And I hear you go. Now I'll shut up in just a second. But how we see they're confirmed as like spirits from the Aurelia quest.
Yep.
So they just kind of float out there, and
And
they
they are
talk about seeing
jellyfish.
the stars. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're
So I think
space
that's kind of
jellyfish, technically.
bonking us on the head, so to speak. Saying like, "Hey, this is how spirits exist," and they said, "Let's go see the stars," and they're like, bet, and they just disappear,
mm,
and they go off somewhere else to view other things, and then mainly the things like the dew kissed herb, that stank, that dew kissed herb that you get, or like the dew gems,
yeah.
and how it's saying it's glowing with this ethereal energy or collection, and dew is a product of water in the air, and those
Mm.
are the two main things that kind of hollered out to me that like, hey, water plays like a prevalence, maybe not literally water, but things work like that, like think about it like that.
Pharaoh has a question. Your Pharaoh's asks, "What carries spirits? Do you remember Jack's opinion?" He's talking about Jack is a mimic. Jack's opinion regarding the spirits and the horns and blood of the omens and the dung eater.
Well, that actually fits in the latest thing I said, that basically blood is formed mostly of liquid, and that liquid is water. So basically, special blood is just highly spiritual water, and horns have a a honing to spirituality.
Huh.
So basically, omen blood is spiritual blood, highly concentration of spirits.
Got that
Hmm.
shin pea.
Yep.
Okay, let's discuss the Shimpi real quick. Um,
Sure.
Explain that to me, because I've heard you say it in voice chats and stuff like that, but things go 100 miles an hour in the voice chats, and I've seen you bring it up in my stream, and I've seen you bring it up in the Discord. Well, explain it to me so I can understand what do you mean by this Shimpi.
Well, two things. I can really just I can't really explain it to you because I'm
Wimp.
not part of that culture. I
Uh-huh.
understand how it's being used for the game because of Last Protagonist.
Uh-huh.
He had a really great series called Fear the Old Lore, which I'm sure, if people watching this, they probably take in a lot of lore content. You should check his stuff out.
Likely.
And he he translates and helps out with a lot of the Japanese versions of the game, or versions of the lines. Sorry, I'm stuttering there. And the difference in literal translation versus the localization that was chosen, and kind of clearing some stuff up, because in other languages and cultures they'll have entire concepts that could be summed up in one of their words, but in English, which is what I play in, it may take an entire sentence to get across the proper vibe. And like a lot of more people than just Last Protagonists, I've heard so many bring up Mad Luigi, I've heard Smotown, they all bring up the term Kigari. That's another one that in one word it takes many words in our language to kind of get that vibe across, so culturally it could be understood by one term. So when it
Okay.
comes to Shinpi, oh, go ahead.
No. I was just listening. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. When it comes to Shinpi, I heard it from Last Protagonist where he's saying that's the word that they would use in Bloodborne for stuff like for particularly the stat arcane,
Okay.
and also just some kind of divine unseen energy. And I bring it up just for lack of a better term to talk about, the way I theorize how power works and how energy works in Elden Ring, without having to use the word divinity or sublime or spirituality. These are words thrown around a lot, but I think, and this is just me thinking, so I can't speak for anybody else, but I feel like those words have a lot of different connotation in
True.
English. I mean, I can't speak of other places, but in American English, I think if you say spirituality, you're going to make an American think of like, one of three things immediately, and it might not be exactly what the game's trying to put across.
Okay. Yafiro says Japanese kanjis are like runes in a way, he says.
So
And
what?
Very
They
true.
could mean many things. But I wanted to add something in the Shimpi,
go
that
ahead.
my spiritual power is Shimpi, just like Rattle. Maybe we have some differences because spiritual power comes in many forms. And I think he
Yeah.
agrees, right, Rattle?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So you take something
And
like,
yeah.
oh, go ahead.
Oh no, don't worry. I wanted to say that there's like animal Shinpi, uh humans, they have spiritual power like cerulean and crimson energies, like their blood and their minds. They have two
Right.
bars. And maybe
Right.
stamina itself. It's a type of energy on itself. But yeah,
And maybe we can
that's all I
cover that
wanted.
like in a future question or episode on the green part of things, because I won't start, but I'm definitely smelling what you're stepping in, and I agree with you. I think one of the only differences really is I use it more as a term, and we understand this energy, and still I can't, without using the word Shimpi, I can't find a word that I like really to use it. But I think it's all the same thing. There's like
Oh
a
yeah.
basic Play-Doh that entire existence is made out of, and it's just it gets
Yeah.
dyed or flavored or tainted, or
Why not
however
use?
you want to say it.
It's energy. Like it
I
doesn't
was,
get destroyed, it just reshapes.
that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Why not just use the word energy? Or
Yeah.
as physicists
Vitality, anything.
at work, as physicists, we use the word dark energy because we don't know what it is.
Right. And some people might think like the term dark energy evokes certain things in your mind's eye, but it's really like, nah, bro, it's just a name. We don't know what else to call it. So we can't call it blank energy.
Right.
We can't, so we just
Yeah.
call it dark energy.
Exactly. I'm not a
Yeah.
physicist.
Well, yeah. Definitely this
So,
energy is the building block
should have let it
of
ride, bro.
the universe on itself.
Right. And
And and
oh,
And
I'm sorry. I thought you were trying to get in there. I heard you say something.
I don't
no.
know.
Well, it's you take a phrase like what we see in the Shadows of the Erd Tree DLC,
Okay.
where they're talking about spirituality, say
Okay.
saturated in spirituality.
Okay.
This kind of touches on what Pharaohs asked about Omen blood and what Boss talked about with Omen blood. I think
Yep.
that just means that something has a lot of like a higher concentration of energy,
Yep.
like a glass with more Kool-Aid in the water,
Yep.
than like
With more
that.
minerals.
Yep. Yeah, and that's expressed in a lot of things, and I think the game tells us this too, with items such as spirit calculus and it accumulating in horns, and horns
It's kind of like
are
a spirit calculus, kind of like a dental calculus, right?
or a kidney stone.
Ew, gross.
Ouch, owie.
Oh,
And Sekiro even touches on that.
on
Like
kidney
if
stones?
you played through that game. hmm
Oh, gross.
Yeah,
But,
Miyazaki touches these topics. Well, he and Mortal Dragons and even water. Like Miyazaki, I'm not the first guy who talks about water. Miyazaki's the first guy. I'm like Miyazaki is my
Your pope?
is he? Yeah, he's my pope. Weird
or
word,
is he?
but sure.
Or is he
Don't
your?
put Golden Inquisitor in front of him if he's your pope.
Yeah,
He won't last.
He could be a turtle with
turtle.
with stone skin and a weird hat.
He's
Who
dead.
knows?
He's dead. I'm killing him.
What?
You're a monster.
I'm a monster. Okay, let's discuss this. Let's discuss this. Who is in your? I know y'all saw me kill Turtle Pope in my last stream, but
I left the stream. I didn't see it. Couldn't see it.
who is one person that you won't kill in game? Because pretty much all the characters are expendable, except for Rodrika and Rhea. But who is one person that you never kill?
Okay, dead air again. I'll hop in there.
Yeah, hop in.
I don't really kill anybody.
You don't kill anybody?
I mean, no.
Not even the merchants?
No, it's all there to help me. From software games scare me, man. I want to keep everybody alive and okay, like in case I need to.
A man of
Well,
peace.
I have one clear question. Well, one clear answer. It's Patches. Like that freaking bald guy.
You kill Patches?
Sometimes. I have a friend that he kills him in every game.
Damn.
He hates that guy, and I sometimes rubs me off the negative anti-bald people energy.
You don't like bald people?
That my friends
Man.
give so.
Damn.
I mean, like, dude,
Damn.
I'm gonna be bald
I'm gonna
one
stop
day.
talking then.
I'm gonna be bald one day. All the stress is gonna get me.
Your kids are gonna come up to you and they're gonna be like, papi, ¿por qué es tu bald? And you're gonna be like,
like, dude, I like Elden Ring. No girl is gonna pick me. Like once they know I'm Elden lore master, like that's like a barrier, like a golden barrier around me, bro.
the great filter. That's what that is. Shit, that's funny. Yeah, for real. Your Pharaoh says he loves Raya. He never gonna kill her.
Raya.
Never gonna.
I mean, he likes lizards.
He's a scaly. He's one of the
He's a scaly.
furries.
He wanted Radagon to be a dragon, and now he's going to a serpent.
Her
Man.
posture, her beautiful eyes
Serpents
are
are
so far
dragons.
apart.
So
I don't mind her posture. I mean, we know Rhea's a killer and she's a manipulator, but she's so dang
Really?
nice. You know,
What
but
game did
she's
you
just
play?
a girl.
no, she's
What you
not-
gonna do about it?
What are you talking? No, she's an assassin, and she kills people. And she's so nice though. I
Dude,
like.
that's not a deal breaker for you, bro.
No,
that's not a deal breaker.
It's not. If I love Letta, and she's like what, and I always say it's the loyalty is what gets me. The loyalty. That's what I love. That's what I love about Letta. One person that I'll never kill, because I've killed Letta, unfortunately. One person that I'll never kill is Enya. I'll never kill her.
Enya.
Yep, the Finger Maiden.
I mean,
And
you physically cannot kill her,
because I kill everybody.
but she kinda dies, bro.
Wow, I mean,
when you burn the earth tree, she kinda dies.
oh god, never mind. I killed everybody in the game.
So you technically did kill her, yes.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Thank you, boss, for ruining my life.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're gonna
don't care
never
about
get away with murder with
Turtles,
me.
but-
You can get away with tax evasion with me, but not murder.
Tax evasion.
That's a no.
I'm gonna need your help this year.
Ooh. Yeah, me too.
Pharaoh says that he's Rhea's champion. Hey, you get in line, bro. You get in
Like,
line.
bro,
'Cause
there's no one in line. There's no one in line.
what?
Like, you can
I'm in
enter.
line. Do
Burrows.
I not
You're
matter?
you are in many lines, bro.
I am the line.
Multi queue.
You are the line. You're
I
on the
am.
floor.
That's right. That's me, man. I'm Elden Floor.
Yeah,
Man.
Wow.
and well, I wanted to ask, what's our favorite characters?
Leto.
If we're talking about, well, that was not a hard question for you.
Out of, do you mean like this NPCs or bosses? Sorry, I cut in before you finish your question.
No, I think NPCs would be better because basically bosses is like, oh, I picked this one because he's cool and the fight is good. But I think NPCs they are like on the same ground, like they just talk and have some backstories, some of them. So I think they are in more equal ground. So we can do NPCs for now.
Okay. So Leto is my favorite NPC. And I'll just throw in my favorite boss just because.
Sure.
My favorite boss in the entire game that I enjoy fighting is the bell bearing hunter.
Ooh, Elmer.
Is that who it is?
And
Because you know
yeah, he's called
Yeah.
Elmer.
Yeah. Element.
Elmer, I think.
right, Elmer Glue
Elmer
or
or
whatever.
Elmer,
But
whoever it is.
I have a weird feeling that that's not the person that we see invading.
It's
I
not
know,
him.
yeah, I know they look the same. It's kind of like I think it's more of a akin to like Godfrey and Godefroy, you know, that it's they just use the same character, but it's different people.
I'm not sure about that one. I think it fits
I,
to be
I,
him. It's like a Millicent situation that his desire to get bell bearings is so great that his spirit goes to get merchants,
mm, mm, mm.
and the Morai sword is quite unique. Like
I,
there's no second Morai sword.
but we do find weaker copies of it though. We do.
Yeah.
I mean,
You have
but
the
that's not
Mariah,
the
and then you have the Regalia.
right. And
Yeah, but you
we
guys need to remember the execution sword was a House Marai sword, and it didn't have that ability.
but you also
Yeah,
Elmer
it was
made
bestowed.
it floaty.
but boss, you need to remember too that invaders come from their own world, their own timeline. So the guy that we see at the shadow castle or shaded castle is not the one that's invading us. The one that is invading us is from a different timeline. Everybody that's red is from a different timeline, a different reality, a different dimension, whatever you want to call it. They're not the person that we see in our game, in our reality.
I hate
I
that.
would disagree. I would disagree.
All right. I guess I have to prove it to y'all. I got 10 episodes, 20 episodes.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying if that's the truth, I hate that.
Why?
I don't know. I just
You
don't
hate
like
Night
the
Rain?
alternative, like the existence of the game, or like
What Night Rain represents? Same thing. A whole timeline that gets
Yeah.
erased.
yeah, and you're not
I-
wrong there. I mean, she all out says in that game that there are like like with the Iron Eye quest that there are all kinds of copies of them, and they're starting to seep through into other realms.
Right. So
They
you
got
hate
the
Elden
Yeah.
Ring?
doppelgangers.
I do. I hate this game.
Damn.
Darkness 2 is better. But yeah, I mean, I disagree that everyone is from another timeline because Millicent, she's not from another timeline. She's a previous version of her that manifested in the swamp.
Where do you
Elmer,
get that?
Uh, I think it was quite discussed in Millicent's talk show in your channel that it was like her her manifestation,
Um,
somewhat.
but if but we find her in the physical form missing an arm, and yet if
Yeah.
we give her, if we free her and we give her the other arm or whatever, and we never triggered that invasion, the invasion still occurs as if it never happened, right? And I know that's a gameplay mechanic or whatever, but still, I mean, the entire idea, even when you do invasions, have y'all ever invaded anybody? Every time you use a finger, it says attempting to invade world. Another world. It's not we're not invading people in our own reality. We're invading people in another timeline. And that's a key thing that we need to accept. And when we're discussing lore, in my opinion,
When you do that, are you an alien?
yes, you're one of the extraterrestrials. If you're a red man, we'll say that if you're a red man, then you're an invader. You're an invasion extraterrestrial, an extra dimensional being, just like they are in our world. It's just like when you put your gold summon sign out, you're getting. Even Solaire back in Dark Souls 1 says that you're being summoned across dimensions or time and and things like that. Or the same
That
thing.
was quite different, but I understand because the Dark Souls one is like, oh, the flame is fading, time is convoluted, and worlds collide.
Right, but
But
no,
I wanted
it's
to say something else that,
tell me.
it's together with this, but could be another question. Like, do you guys see, like, when we're talking about other worlds, like where the Assels come from, where the Numens come from, could be other worlds just like this one. Like, they could be like all worlds are Elden Earth, but different in some timeline, other dimension. I'm gonna quote something about another game, and Akipo would know. I'm not gonna say the name of the game because I'm
Oh,
that mysterious.
what?
But Anakipu would
I'm
know.
going to ask
Like
her. And Anikupu, if you're listening,
in that
still
game,
tell us in the chat or in
yeah,
Discord later.
yeah, she will answer. Don't worry. In
We'll
that
see.
game, it was stated that your character was from another world, and we thought it was like spacey. But now it's like more fantasy world, or I think it was different in reverse. Like it was more fantasy, different world, but that game began to introduce space travel. So I think Elden
I'm
Ring
lost.
is with that. Like
Final
other
Fantasy
What are you
7.
worlds
talking
are,
about?
yeah.
Final
I
Fantasy
would.
7.
Well, maybe it's too entangled, but I wanted to explain how worlds could be physical other worlds or different timelines or another planet exactly like ours in another place
That's just another
physically, like
dimension.
there's different earths, but maybe it was too much.
But
Maybe it's too
yeah,
mind fucky.
but that's exactly
I'm
what I'm saying.
eyed right now.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's exact same timeline, dimensions, realities, time skipping, whatever. It's the same thing. You're agreeing with me. But the thing is, right?
In part.
The thing is that is the basis for the multiplayer in this game. It's the basis for the story in Night Rain, that there are different timelines, there are events that happen. And if that's true, if we look at Dark Souls, right, and what Dark Souls represents, if you believe, right, if you're a believer that this game represents a accumulation, whatever the word is, the accumulation or of all the Dark Souls series, all the other games that FromSoft has made, and they made Elden Ring, then you have to accept that portion of Dark Souls is part of Elden Ring, about timelines, realities merging together. And perhaps if there are, since we know there are multiple timelines, perhaps the game that we play in Elden Ring base game, the Lands Between, let me say that the Lands Between is an amalgamation of these timelines set together, convoluted, and that would explain why things don't match up, why the Nox, why the Karians, why the Zamorians, all these different cultures seem to be connected to America in one reality, right? Because they're not in just one realities are combining, and all these realities where America was a different person, right? She came from a different culture or whatever, but they were still the same people. The reality is that the America that represents the eternal God or whatever is the America from all realms, from all realities. That's how she can be connected to everybody. She can be descendants. She can be the future. She can be the mother of all the demigods. She can be all these things. She could even be a man, be Radigan in a different reality, because it's this lands between, and the magical fog that surrounds it is taking all realities and merging them together into a mishmash of what is this mess we're looking at that we play through and we don't understand, because it's just a mashed potato of realities where America is connected to everybody. Amen.
So there's one America, but then everything else is separate. That kind of lines up with something I've been thinking about for a little while,
Yeah.
as far as the convolution of lands and such, and how there are other worlds and such. Without getting too much into it and getting into the weeds, I've been looking at a lot of stuff about like crystals and how they grow, how crystals grow, and what goes into them. Because you know, I'm not particularly, you know, knowledgeable about that stuff. I think crystals are pretty. I've seen them my whole life, but I know more about other things. Like I was never really, you know, I don't know a ton about like geology and stuff like that. But again, without trying to go too much into it and make everybody go cross-eyed, I was looking at how crystals grow and concepts such as twinning and things, and how crystals can merge and pretty much become one solid piece. And it made me think of things like a prism, well, maybe more like a diamond, how like one light shines through the diamond, but it gets reflected, you know, and refracted, I should say, and shot all kinds of different directions and such. And you know, that's really kind of a half-baked, like, baby type of theory, but I just kind of wanted to chime in while I could with what you were talking about, alternative universes, and
Yeah.
you know,
That
there
makes
being
sense.
one focal point.
Right. America is that focal point.
Like the point where the light comes in, or the light itself, and it gets reflected in all kinds of places. And you know, I'd be so bold as to say that's why you see so many trees in the Elden Ring boss arena. You know, like it's almost like you're seeing beams of light reflecting everywhere, kind of like off of a disco ball or something like that.
Right.
You know what? I
Sad tune.
think I have a physical representation on how these spheres collide. It is the Elden Ring on itself. It's circles merging, and the lands between is the middle of all the circles colliding.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I mean,
Like I was
that
watching now
definitely
a
something
circle,
to
like a
explore.
Elden Ring.
I
Yeah, I
always thought
mean,
those rings as different aspects of existence and how they have to link together in order for
oh yeah,
a system,
oh yeah, that
a
too.
loop to exist.
But you can see like how any circle in the Elden Ring could be a world. Like we have like 4 circles making like the classical Elden Ring, so we have 4 worlds colliding with each other, and the middle is where everything in the circles exists at the same time. That's how they make it, like the graphic with the circles, and the colliding part is like something specific combining the 2 circles. So the Elden Ring is 4 circles at the same time. And the middle part is the combination.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Just
Sure.
saying things out loud.
Just saying things out loud. Okay. All right.
Well, to
Go
answer the question from 20 minutes ago, I would say that like my favorite NPCs are probably split between like Gideon and Roger, just because they have so much information to spread out about the game. I really eat that stuff up.
Roger.
Yeah.
But do you trust them though?
Do I trust that?
Yeah, don't trust him.
You know, I never understood that hook. I mean, I don't think I have to trust Roger. I would say I do though, but just based on the fact that he gives us so much information early on in the game, and it follows through. I mean, he talks a lot about the black knife print, and then it turns out to be Ronnie because she confesses herself. Now, as far as Gideon goes, I think didn't you have this question on your own show like a month ago, a few
I
weeks
think so.
ago? I don't know if I trust him entirely. I can trust some of the information, but I don't really trust. I feel like a like a schemy little bugger trying to get that promotion that Brown knows is the boss, and just kind of like fabricates his own relevance. And you know,
Yeah.
like he's got like a I promise you I'm valid energy.
What do you say? You say middle management, 7-Eleven middle management.
No, I said, oh man, there are only 4 people watching anyway, so I don't think I'll offend anybody. He's got like a Applebee's assistant manager energy.
That's great.
Like, it's
Applebee's
just,
assistant manager.
he's got the card. He swipes the card for the employees, and that's pretty much like the essence of his charisma.
Yes.
But nothing he really knows is really, you know, he's just as much on the need to know basis as anybody else.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What about you, boss?
Well, I was quite bored with characters in Elden Ring. I didn't have any like, oh, I love this guy. But bosses, I think, well, base game Radan was my favorite one because of the cool fight and the cinematic after. But I think my favorite boss from base game would be Placidus X because he's just like a refresh from all the same fights of dragons. Like I know we had Asian dragons that is like different from normal dragons, but they just exploded my fucking ass with in Pharmasula with Asian dragons. Like many fucking dragons, they don't drop anything good if you kill them. So they turned really annoying after a while. And Placidusax was like, oh, a cool dragon. Then the DLC came, and I found my favorite character and my favorite boss. And my favorite boss would be Bill the Dread, because I'm a George fan as well, so I like the title Dread because that's the dragon of the first Tigerian king who conquered the Seven Kingdoms. Like that was his dragon, like Balerion the Black Dread, and I like the name Bill the Dread. And then he has a Moby Dick topic with Eigen, like, well, fuck you, Bill, or something like that, you know.
Hold on, boss. Hold on. They're saying that there's some white noise when you or Rattle are speaking. All right, hold on. Let me mute myself and let me listen to the stream, and y'all two continue on for the next few minutes, and let me hear so I can
Sure.
pinpoint the sound.
Let me try to talk to me. Oh, it's me.
Well, it could be me too. I just turned on the chat and says
It's me now. Do people
blah, blah, blah,
have
blah, blah.
my?
Do you still need
Ooh,
to
I
hear
I think
audio?
it's both of us. I think it's both of us.
I wonder what the deal with that is.
I don't know. You can do the classic of pulling us out in and out. Or
Okay,
something.
boss. You just okay, boss. Don't say anything. Boss, don't. Okay, Rattle, go ahead.
Go ahead. What
Go ahead
talk?
and speak for a little bit.
Oh, I would love to. No, Pharaohs, don't unsubscribe. Don't. Stay. We'll be different. We'll be better. We'll be hydrated in our lanes, moisturized. Hey, with nobody here to talk over me, I'll answer the question. My favorite boss was the Divine Beast just because it was hella cool. I like lightning and stuff a lot, so like when it's like lightning, fantastic. Truly, truly epic. Man, is it that bad? Am I still staticky? Am I spitting lightning right now? Zap. Zap. Hey, Golden, I'm kind of out here on my own. Do you still need me to talk?
Yeah, it's real bad. Hold on. Let me pull boss in. Hold on. All right, boss. Boss, you go ahead and speak.
Is it better now? Or it's bad? Fuck. Like, this static was not here before, right? I hope so. Do I sound better? Ooh, I think I sound better. I think it's
Well,
better for
I don't
me.
hear it on you, boss, now. Okay. It seems,
It's
boss,
better
it
for
seems to
me.
be gone for you. All right, let me see.
Yeah. Like, I
Don't say,
closed Discord.
yeah, you sound better.
I closed and
Okay,
opened.
don't say anything. Let me bring Rattle in.
Sure.
It could be some feedback somewhere. Hold on.
Could be.
All right, Rattle. Sing a song
Yeah.
or say the ABCs. Let me listen to the thing because it's gone on boss.
Huh? So there might be a little dust on your mama, but when we talk, there's a lot of static around. How we doing? Zzz. I kind of unplugged
Yeah.
my microphone. If it was me, is it still real bad?
No,
just
I
got
think
done talking about this
like it
10-year-old
got
microphone.
fixed. It got fixed, bro. It's gone now
Let me
for
turn
both
on.
of us.
Okay.
It's good now.
All right. Tight.
Like, damn,
Hell yeah.
the
We're
stream
so
decided to
back,
fuck up
baby.
when I was about to talk. Like, it's my fault. It was my own powers. Because the mic didn't like water on it, you know.
Yay, no more static.
Yeah, it got fixed. Is everyone here?
Okay, I'm back. I don't
There.
know what was causing it really.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. But let
If it was
me.
for both of us, could it? Well, shoot,
Yeah.
we can talk about that later, I guess.
Yeah, we
Because
can
we
talk
Oh
are
about
yeah,
it
don't
later.
still
worry.
alive.
Yeah.
Hell
Well,
yeah,
anyway,
dude.
Yeah.
let's go ahead and call it here. Let me give a few shout
Oh
outs
yeah, don't
first,
worry.
okay? Before we say
Yay,
our
shout outs.
shout outs. All right, shout outs to everybody. Here we go. We're gonna shout out to Annie Nikapu on. Is that how you say her name? Somebody say her name for me. Rattle, go ahead.
Or it's Anekipu.
Anekipu.
And
Okay.
She's got good videos.
On YouTube.
Arequipa.
What, I can't even say that. Check her out on YouTube. Great videos. We all agree. Tribunal says yes. Another person, not Godwin, not NOT, Godwin on YouTube.
Yay.
Great guy.
His videos are great too. He made music for my channel.
Yeah. He's amazing. Amazing guy. Let's see. Spire Unity. Great streamer. He's doing marathon streams. The shooting game.
I like that game.
It's all right. It's a great game.
Because you lack talent.
It is. I don't have any talent. Check out Serious Moonlight on YouTube. Great guy, great content creator, one of the best. Check out Jackal Khan on YouTube and Sunset Jackal on Twitch. Great guy, funny guy, great voice acting, amazing. On TikTok, you got to check out Boss Saucer, great co-host on TikTok. Boss Saucer. If you want the best lore theories on TikTok, you find him. Better than Vatty, better than Elden Ring Insights, better than everybody is Boss Saucer. And that's a hill
never.
I would die on and crucify everybody else on. That's a hill.
I was just gonna like jump in and try and thank the 5 people watching us, and then I realized that us running our own stream were probably counted in that number.
That's a
Yeah, most likely.
So thank you to the 2 people who suffered through this the IRL Begins, the prequel.
Yeah.
on
That's
It's
right.
like
we're figuring everything out.
Nostal, Faros, and Anakipu.
Anikipu.
Yeah.
One day I'll get to say the name right. Oh God! I just drank 6-day-old soda. Oh,
Fuzzy.
I grabbed the wrong
Still right.
bottle.
Still right.
Fuck. It tastes like beer now.
Yeah. Rot Goddess.
Shit.
Let's see.
Fuck.
Check out. Let's see. Who else?
Nostal's channel.
Nostal's channel. Yeah, he's a German YouTuber. He'll bring out the muscles, the real Elden law. I can't. Let's see. Nostal says the Inquisition is ready to go to war for Boss's theories. That's right. We are. The Golden Inquisition sticks together. We stay strong because the fire rises, the gold rises together. And don't forget.
Hell yeah.
Don't forget to join the Discord. I'll put a link in the show description for it. Yeah. I think that's pretty much everybody, right? Is that everybody?
I'm thinking real hard, real fast right now.
Jackal, Serious Moonlight, Nostal.
Awesome.
Based wanted to start a channel. Maybe by the time whomever our super fans maybe are listening to this, they can find their channel.
That's right. Metafactual.
Right.
Check them out. They're a streamer.
Yeah.
And I think
Yo Faros channel.
Yo Pharaohs, check him out. Great YouTuber. He YouTubes, he streams with his big hair. He's got nice hair. Reminds me of the 50s or the 40s. You know, in Havana where they had the hair all slicked back, wearing their jackets and their fast cars. Yeah, Havana. Yeah. Pharaoh's 5040s channel. The best. When you want the most dedicated Elden Ring stream ever.
Catch us by the bar, signing autographs, and tip your server. It's been a great night.
Yeah. Boss, you want to finish this? You want to let us out or whatever the thing is? What's the word? We need a goodbye phrase.
The closing phrase.
There you go.
or
Boss,
something.
that's gonna be yours.
Well, buy gold. Don't put your money on banks. And Romina is the best girl. That's all my words.
I take it back. Let us the best girl.
He's a leg guy.
He is. Good night, everybody.
Scarlet Rod guy.